wish I was in middle school right now. Where are my singers? Yo, some need to come down front. There's a few in the back. Right on down front. Can somebody tell me how long I have so that I don't go over? Because you know I can talk. You know I can talk. You'll tell me the exact number. Fabulous. This is a clinic for everyone. This is not just a clinic for singers, but I teach who I am. And so I come to you as woman, wife, 32 years, same man, 25 minutes. Will someone give me a time? Because I want to leave at least, 5 minutes for my questions. Yeah, right? Whoops, whoops, stop. I come to you as chocolate lover, world traveler, daughter, student, teacher. As I said, I teach who I am. I'm not coming as an expert. I'm coming as a lover of young people, a lover of this music, and a lover of life. I'm a largely self-taught human being, but I've had some wonderful mentors along the way. Dr. Yusuf Lateef, Dr. Billy Taylor, the many unfamous, non-famous people in my church growing up who taught me how to stir spirit and move energy. So I am so grateful. I have to tell you, my heart is encouraged. I used to dream that I had a superpower when I was y'all's age. I was like, gee, I wish I had a superpower. And what I wanted was to be able to see what the future was going to be like. And right now, I feel like I have that superpower because I have looked into the face of the future, and it's you, and it looks beautiful. So I want to thank you for that. Give yourselves. I'm going to ask you to use your hearts and your souls, and maybe not so much your eyes, because the brain steals that eye energy. The vision, the brain just kind of, when you're looking at something, 90% of all that energy is going into what you see. I want you to feel, and sometimes it's easier to feel when you close your eyes. I'm gonna love you like nobody's loved you. Come rain or come shine. High as a mountain, deep as a river. Come rain or come shine. I guess when you met me, it was just one of those things. But don't ever bet me, 'cause I'm gonna be true if you let me. You're gonna love me like nobody's loved me. Come rain or come shine. Happy together or unhappy together, and won't it be fine? The days may be cloudy or sunny, and we're in or out of the money. I'm with you always, rain or shine. Whoa, 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 happy together, unhappy together, wanna be fine. The days may be cloudy or sunny, and we're in, out of the money. I'm with you always. You know that I am with you always. I'm with you always, rain or shine. Great drumming on that bed. Okay, so I see myself as a storyteller, primarily. I want to tell you a story. So I'm going to ask you, and you're going to have to raise your hands because that's the only way you can have a conversation with, 75 of your closest friends. What stories, what sounds do you hear inside of this voice? I'm assuming most of you have not heard me before, but just give me your hand. What do you hear? What qualities do you hear inside that voice? Yes?
Trombone.
You hear some trombone? Fabulous. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else? Think in terms of earth, water, fire, metal. Every voice is unique. And I'm not just talking about the human voice, but every voice is unique and all contains a multiplicity of these elements. When we think of Aretha Franklin, what elements do we hear? We hear fire. Do we have any earth up in there? All right, what about Mariah Carey? Somebody she's there. Nobody, no fire? We can have mixed elements. And so, as a jazz singer, in the telling of my story, I'm searching within my own instrument for some of those other colors. Because they help me to tell my story. Okay, so I'm gonna love you like nobody's loved you. Come rain or come shine, high as a mountain, deep as a river. Come rain or come shine. I guess when you met me, it was just one of those things. But don't ever bet me, 'cause I'm gonna be true, 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 if you love me. As a singer, I have obligations, not only to the melody, but also to the words. So I want to ask you, what is this song about? Please, ma'am, please, sir. What is this song about? You're going to love me like nobody's loved me. Come rain or come shine. Happy together or unhappy together. And won't it be? What is this story about? What is the story inside the song? Yes. Passion. Fidelity. Yes. Acceptance. Unconditional love. I love that. The one without the strings attached. And so, I would say to you, those of you who are singing, those of you who are playing, if you have nothing but a cool breeze blowing between your ears, your audience will know it. So, the content of your word pictures, who are the characters in this story? Is this a man and a woman? Is this, what's going on? What's happening inside? Inside the lyric.
I see a rainbow. You're using full spectrum of your emotions.
Thank you. He sees a rainbow. A lot of different colors. Anybody else? What is the storyline here? Is it just one storyline? Is it more than one storyline? What? Yes.
I hear a world of possibilities. Happy together, unhappy together, no matter what. Anything could happen here. It could be this way, it could be that way, it could be dramatic, it could be horrible, it could be wonderful, but either way, you're going to keep loving.
You're going to keep loving. That's a mouthful right there. I can testify. What I do when I'm picking apart a song, because I'm looking for ideas that will fuel my choices. Why do you sing this note as opposed to that note? As an artist, I have choice. This is American Sign Language for make. Can we do this? One fist on top of the other. Grind it a little bit. Music does not happen just because we happen to be holding an instrument. It has to be made. There is something from the heart, something from the mind, something experiential, something honest that you pour into this moment in time. In fact, we actually kind of carve time. I like to say we carve time. Okay, so let's get back to Come Rain or Come Shine. You're gonna love me like nobody's loved me, come rain or come shine. That's my favorite line. You're gonna love me like nobody's loved me, come rain or come shine. Happy together, unhappy together, and won't it be fine? Days may be cloudy or sunny, and we're in or we're out of the money, but I'm with you always. I want you to use your creative imaginations here. Picture who's telling what to whom. Where are we? Is it a sunny day? Is it a cloudy day? Are we inside? Are we in the, forest? Come on, give me some stuff to go with here. How old are the people? Are there people at all? Come on, we only have 22 minutes left. Okay, and the woman singing to the man. Okay, all right. Some of you singers, yes.
I don't know. I think it's like a guy in a club approaching a girl, and he's like, "You're gonna love me."
That's it. Just put the smack dab that out. Right now, in fact. We'll see how that works out for you. I want to, yes.
Walk in the sunset along Carmel Beach with, just with tremendous romance, romantic feeling. Looking at yourself in the sun glint as it goes down, and just deciding at that moment that there won't be any moments more beautiful than that.
Whoa. I love it.
So you're gonna share that forever.
I love it. Sharing one moment forever. Now, does this have to be a romantic story? Please, ma'am, please, sir. Let's stretch our creative imaginations now. Let's stretch. Come on, let's stretch. Yes.
Well, usually when I play around with an idea, I usually think of my cat.
I love it. To your cat?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Sometimes it's only your cat. That can really just give you that pure, unconditional love. Am I right? Sometimes it's just your cat. Okay. So, yes.
It kind of made me think about my mom, because I drive my mom crazy, but she's my mom, so she loves me. I'm not her daughter.
I love that. Okay. We're getting somewhere now. Because we have moved from the romantic thread of storyline to perhaps a more familial. Mom, daughter, son, grandfather. If I were holding those word pictures in my mind, my singing would be challenged by those ideas. And I would be able to sing a different way based on the story, the feelings, the emotions that I have based on my ideas. If, for example, I was singing to a little baby, a tiny new one, I'm gonna love you like nobody's loved you, come rain or come shine. High as a mountain, deep as a river, come rain or come shine. I guess when you met me, it was just one of those things. But don't ever bet me, 'cause I'm gonna be true if you let me. I don't have to think about what choices I'm gonna make. I go to an experienced place and it frames my ideas, my set of ideas. So, you're on, you're on stage, the lights come up, it's your turn to open your mouth and let all of this beautiful energy out. What are you feeling? What do you experience? How many people have experienced raw, unmitigated terror? Fear of the kind that even a scary movie can't compete with. How many have been faced with those little voices that seem like they're coming from outside, but really they live inside our own little heads that are saying, now you know those people out there are going to eat you alive. Am I the only one? What do we do with those fears? Who has the heart palpitations and the dry mouth and the shaking of the feet and the hands and the cold, sweat and the whole bit? The first thing I can honestly say to you that helps right away is to breathe. Breathe really, really deep, like all the way down to your toenails deep. Because the first thing that you start to do when you get those feelings is you stop breathing, and you breathe really shallowly, which only makes it worse. Telling your story, standing firmly within what you know, and with your honest place, really does a lot for me personally. If I'm standing somewhere where I know I am, where I'm comfortable, where I can tell my own story, that takes a lot of that nervous. It's when I'm trying to be someone that I think I should be because I think that's what's expected, that I'm standing on a high wire. And because it isn't really me, I have to balance. So a lot of the energy that I could be pouring into my voice, I'm using to balance, trying to pretend that I am someone that I am not. So telling that, and you guys, some of you are young in this music. You can only be as good as you are, based on the experience of being on this planet 16 years, 17 years, 18 years, 23 years. Ray can tell you, we're lifelong learners. I'm still waiting to get to it. I'm in my 5th decade on this planet. I'm still waiting to get to it. The space between what I can do physically, spiritually, emotionally, and what I would like to do, that's where my work is. And it will continue, I hope, as long as I live. They're going to have to pry the microphone out of my cold, dead fingers. I'm not your girl for the retired. That would not be me. That would not be me. I feel a little, I don't know, I had 45 minutes of stuff to tell you guys and to share with you and to sort of demonstrate some stuff, but I really, really feel I want to sing another song, and then after that, I would really, really love to open it up for questions. I do want to just mention one thing before we go on to this next song. And it's about your toolbox. Your invisible toolbox. We are all of us working on technique, we're working on repertoire, we're working on developing different aspects of our playing, technical aspects of our playing. But when we are born, when we are a tiny infant, we are born with a toolbox. And inside that toolbox are varying amounts of natural talent. And by natural, I mean it's grace. You didn't pay for it. You didn't work on it. But it was given to you. Talent, they call it. Everybody has a certain amount of this stuff. And then there are those things, please ma'am, please sir, that you can work on yourself. And at the end of the day, those who call themselves successful in this music, you can't tell by looking at them on the outside what's in their toolbox. You can't tell what combination of talent, practice, skill, luck, hard work, effort, willingness to go forward in spite of all obstacles resulted in a person getting where they are. So it's very dangerous to look at someone else and try to say, you know, I want to step into those shoes, because you don't know really what's in their toolbox. But I can tell you that you can right now, today, add to your toolbox. I am so glad that I am a musician. I am a happier person, sexier, stronger, a better person for having reached toward this grace of the great thing that we call music. When I stand before you right now, having walked a road of love, love brought me here. Reaching for these things that I absolutely adore. And I am not the same person who 30 some odd years ago thought she would reach for this. The doing of this thing has changed me on a cellular level. I am not the same person. And you. That's why it doesn't matter what instrument you use as your vehicle to get where you're going. You can beat on something. You can use a paintbrush. You can use, you can dance. You can use the trombone. You can, the violin. It doesn't matter. If you stick with it long enough, you will not be the same person at the end of the day. So your toolbox. There you have your innate little gift, that thing that was given to you, but you can add to it your practice. How many people love their practice? I love my practice. My opportunity to stand inside, because over time, practice results in skill. And we love skill, don't we? But guess what? Ain't nobody gonna pay $25 to hear your skill. Your technique. You must have it. We definitely would like you to have it. But it's like I don't know, underwire bra. It holds you up, but you don't necessarily want to see it. Skill, when it's developed, becomes invisible. It slips back inside the subconscious so that you are not thinking about it and it is not displayed front and center. But it lifts you, holds you, and supports you, and allows those other ideas, yeah, right, the bra analogy. It holds you up. It holds you in good stead. Storytelling. There was a boy, a very strange and enchanted boy. They say he wandered very far, very far, over land and sea. Little shy was he. And then one day, one blessed day, he passed my way, and we spoke of many things, fools and kings. This he said to me: greatest thing that you'll ever learn, just to love and be loved in return. There was a little girl, very strange, enchanted girl. She wandered very far over land and sea. A little shy and sad of eye, but wise was she. And then one day she passed my way. We spoke of many things, fools and kings. She said to me, the greatest thing that you will ever hear, just to love and be loved, just to love and be loved and live, just to live without fear. Love and live, love and love, love and live, live and love, love, live without fear. Whoa, 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 whoa. Give great drums. She wandered very far over land and sea. A little girl, baby, is shy, and she was satisfied. Wise was she. Spoke of many things, fools and kings. This she said to me: the greatest thing that you will ever hear is just to love and live without fear, without fear. Be thou not afraid, be thou not afraid, be thou not afraid of being who you are, who you are. Just love and be loved, just to love and be loved, just to love and be loved in return.
Once again, Nnenna Freelon. And our good friend later on. We'll take just a very short pause and we'll be back with you in just a matter of moments.